Come on. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a New Year's edition of Bushcraft Dave, out on a big walk. Today I'm out very close to home. This is New Year's Eve as I record this. I know it's going out a couple of days later. So we're just taking Penny out. Where is she? She's down here, look. Penny! She's clearly got stuff to sniff at. Just taking Penny out for a big walk up the hill and back down again. She's enjoying the muddy puddles. And I thought I'd use today as an opportunity to just talk about my plans for the new year. I guess Bushcraft Dave's New Year's resolutions. The things that I plan to put in place this year to have as successful a year as possible. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was in terms of things that I intend to do on the channel, because I know when I did the live stream on Boxing Day, that was the question of a few people, that, you know, in terms of what am I planning on doing next year? What's the plan? Well, I've only got 4 more walks left to do to finish the Peak District walk book. So that's my first goal, really, is to try and get the Peak District walks finished. I'm absolutely loving it, and it's so close really for me to be able to drive to. Just an hour for each one. It's absolutely perfect for going and doing these walks. Oh, it's very muddy here today. So yeah, 4 Peak District walks left to do. I'm actually going to try and do a couple this New Year's weekend, this bank holiday weekend, so that they're done and sorted, ready for the next few weeks, just in case the weather turns a bit. So we've got that Peak Districts book to finish off. That's quite exciting. But when I finish that book, the question is, what do I do next? Well, obviously there's quite a lot of other things in the Peak District I've not been to see yet. There's the crashed American bomber plane that I've seen a lot of photographs of people going up to, so I'd quite like to go and have a look at that. But also, if there's anybody got any ideas, oh gosh, but if anybody's got any ideas of things that you think would be good for me to go and have a look at on my channel. She's still there, look. But yeah, if anybody's got any ideas of things, walks in the Peak District that I've not done yet, that you think might be quite good to go and have a look at, then let me know. One of the things I am thinking of trying to do in the Peak District is to try and complete the Ethels. Now, I'm not particularly thinking that I will get all the Ethels done this year or anything like that, but when I want to head out for a walk and I sort of vaguely plan my route, I'm going to try and take in some of the Ethels. Now, the Ethels are the high points within the Peak District area. I've already done a few, and when you've seen my videos as I've reached those little white pillars, I've been ticking them off on the Ethels list, so there's a few more of them that I want to try and get checked out and get done this year. Oh, it's a bit muddy, Liv. I apologise for the muddy dog that I'm bringing home. There she is, look. Hello, Penny. Come on. Come on. Good girl, Pen. Oh dear. And then I definitely want to do some more camping this year. I didn't do loads last year. I did some, oh gosh, I did some camping in my OEX Bobcat 1 tent, but I'd like to do some more camping over the course of this next year, 2022. Definitely getting out in my Bobcat 1 tent, but also what I'd like to do is still try out a few more tents. I've got a couple at the minute that I'm looking at getting, so that'll be good to try a few more tents out this year as well. But definitely some camping, and because I'm doing overnighters, it's going to mean I can do some more interesting cooking as well. Out of all the cooking books that I got this Christmas, the one from my mum and dad, and the one that I bought, the Trangia cookbook as well, so there's lots of cooking to come on the channel. I've got my Trangia Mini. That's going to be coming at some point this year as well. where I'm going to try and do some interesting cooks on the stove that's designed just for one person. So that's going to be interesting as well. So more big walks in the Peak District, more camping, more cooking. I want to finish walking the limestone way as well. So that's going to be something to plan for this summer. And then beyond that, thinking about walks further beyond the Peak District. Well, I have the book that's the Peak District Walks book, but I've also got, and I brought it out on this walk with me to show you, I've got the Collins Ramblers Guide to the Lake District. So I'm thinking of taking my journeys a little bit further afield this year. Now the Lake District is quite a distance away from where I am, so if I'm going to do some of those, they're going to be slightly more sporadic than the ones that I've done in the Peak District, just because of how close it was. So when I do the ones in the Lake District, I think I'll have to make a bit of a weekend of it and try and hit a couple of walks in a couple of days and just piece it out over the year. I certainly won't complete that this year, but it'll be some other interesting stuff to add to the channel. But other than that, I'm looking forward to 2022, whatever it brings. There's going to be things about 2022 I'm sure that we're not happy about, things that make 2022 difficult, but I intend as much as possible to try and look at the bright side of things, try and look at the positive outcomes, and ultimately continue my journey on the channel, see how many other people join us on this journey. I've been absolutely amazed by the journey we had in 2021, so at some point this year it'll bring up the 1 year anniversary of the Bushcraft Dave channel launching around March time, so that's something we can celebrate. But also the journey on my healthy weight loss adventure. When I started the channel in March, since then, at its most extreme, when I had lost weight, I'd probably lost something in the region of 3.5 stone over the course of the year. Now, as Christmas has approached, darker nights, not getting out walking as much, I have unfortunately put some of that back on. Not all of it, I have to say that probably year on year I'm about 1.5 stone, maybe 2 stones less of me than there was at this point last year, which is really promising. So my goal at the beginning of the year is to get back on it, get back in shape, lose those Christmas pounds, as I'm sure we all probably need to at some point or another. I've got a target of March time, not just because it brings round the anniversary of the channel, but the next musical I'm doing is Cats, and I need to be wearing a lycra cat suit. That could be challenging if I'm still carrying the Christmas timber. So good motivation, get out on some walks and enjoy the new year. There's Penny, look, enjoying the safe path, not walking through muddy fields or anything, look. Yeah, hopefully we'll see Penny a bit more. Come on, Pen. Hopefully we'll see Penny a bit more on this channel this year. She still hates going in the car, so certainly if I do any local walks, she'll come out with us. She's a much happier dog in general though, more so than when we rescued her last year. Oh Penny, this is so muddy. Are you enjoying it? Come on, Penny. Come on, Pen. Good dog. Ooh. So anyway, lots of exciting adventures to be had this year on the channel. Lots of positive things to look forward to. And if there's anything that you would like to see from me in 2022, then give me a shout, let me know. Drop a comment in below. Please do make sure you are liking the videos. Please make sure you're subscribing and clicking that bell notification so that anytime there's a new video out, you do receive that notification. And if I do another live stream, maybe I'll do a live stream when I'm on a camp or something this year. We'll see if I technologically can cope with that. But anyway, it's been a pleasure chatting to you. Happy New Year, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. You okay? Come on.